Hey, what is up guys, it's just Plants here, and today I bring you a new fish video. So today I'm showing you basically what I did with the fish tank. So I've noticed before that it was a little bit too cramped up here, and I noticed as well that Mr. Krabs wasn't getting up here as much. So he was mostly on top. I don't know if you remember for my previous video, so he was mostly up here in the little crevice, and don't tell me how, but he got out of the tank a little bit. He was trying to crawl out because there was like a little gap from there to there, and from there he took advantage of that little cliff of the tank he was at. Yeah, that was scary. So I revamped the whole tank, as you can see. So I took out everything else that was pretty much tall and all the artificial caves. So I pretty much took that out, and pretty soon I'm gonna get some live plants. Obviously more of, I forget what those plants are called, but more of those, and maybe some more rooted plants on the bottom. I'm thinking about getting the little tall grass for the fish tank. So that's gonna take a good while to plant in there, but overall it should be good. So as you can see, there's very little there's very little guppies. So there's a reason for that. I'm gonna have to clean this fish tank's glass pretty soon. So all the females, I have moved them into a breeder tank. Also, don't mind the background. My brother-in-law is playing his little game on his tablet on the big screen on the TV. So yeah, that's what's going on. But I moved all the females to the breeder tank, which I'm gonna show you right now. And I'm gonna show you right now in a little bit. So I left a little bit of females in here, a little bit of small female guppies, and the rest of the guppies should be up here resting. As you can see, a fin up there on the very left side by the terracota pot. One of them's up there. So I took out all the artificial caves that are in here. I took off all the crowded plants up here. I added a new terracota pot for Mr. Krabs, so you can see he can go up here much more nicely now. And I added a little much more. I took off this too from here because I noticed he was having trouble going up. So I took that that was from here, and I just placed it down there. And it's good for Dark Knight, which I've named him from the polls. So his new name is Dark Knight, my little pleco, which is hiding somewhere, I don't know where, but yes, that's his new name now. So I'm gonna put it here on the tank, pleco Dark Knight. So that's gonna be his little new name. But yes, but I haven't seen Mr. Krabs walk up here. I think it was because this was in the way as like a big little hurdle. So I moved it down here. So Dark Knight kind of uses it here like every once in a while. No, man, not once in a while. Like 50% of the time, he's there hanging upside down on the little skull, or sometimes he's just in the other head. But other than that, it's pretty much good. So I made it steep. I made it kind of like good for him to climb up. And also I got some big rocks, which I don't think y'all can see them. So there's a big rock right here, and there's another big rock under there, which is giving that extra not weight, but like mass, because I didn't have enough rocks, like little pebbles. So I'm using big rocks to cover up some extra space, so I can have more space for pebbles, if that makes sense. But make it all the way on top, and he can just jump onto that little terracotta pot and just chill up there. But I had cleaned the whole tank in general. I took away probably 60% of the water from the tank, like 70% of the water, and replaced it with new water. And they're pretty much liking it so far. So yeah, and the temperature for the tank right now, as we can tell, is at a 62. It's at a 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, like at a 72. So right now the tank's good. Let's go on the other side. I'm literally crawling. So let me zoom in if I can. So there's a guppy on top right there, and then there's another one there as well. Where'd she go? They're kind of hard to keep track. Oh, she's right there. If you can see her, she's right there. And then in between that, right there, Mr. Krabs is in there. So he's enjoying that little spot. All the guppies go in there in the little between those little rocks. I put those rocks there to give it to cover that part up, because I noticed the pebbles were falling too much from that side. So I got big rocks and covered that. So they've been liking it so far. All the guppies pretty much laying there, sleeping there, enjoy themselves. And Mr. Krabs made himself a home in there, which I can see him right now. But my little pleco's enjoying it too, and my other guppies. But this is pretty much it. What I have for this tank. All it needs is a brand new heater, which I'm gonna get pretty soon, and some more live plants. So that's gonna be pretty fun to do. So let's go move over to the new tank that I have. Okay, here's the other tank, which kind of was a big headache, because I had to go through different water changes for this one, because it wasn't meeting the requirements, like water parameters it needed for the fishes. So before I put the fishes in, I had put test strips. So if you don't know what test strips are, basically everybody needs them for any kind of tank you have. 5-in-1 easy strips covers, basically checks for nitrate, nitrite, pH, hardness, and alkalinity. I keep forgetting that name, or pronouncing that name. Alkalinity. But it basically tests the waters to see if it's safe, how hard the water is, and basically stuff like that. It does for fresh water, and it does for salt water as well. So if you haven't seen what your fish needs, and if you think your fish are dying for some kind of reason, or your fish don't seem that much energetic, or anything that seems off to you, you can always just buy test strips. You can just, this one I bought at Walmart. I think it was like 10 bucks for like 25 strips, which I didn't know, because at Amazon they sell 100 strips for $15. So I could spend $5 extra for 100 strips. But yes. But I have 3 female guppies in here, which I kept them in here so they won't get too stressed out from the males. But I thought they were pretty much ready to be giving birth soon, so I might just put them back into the regular tank, but I might use this as an alternative tank for something else. I might get something new. You never know. But I'll just keep them here for like another couple days, just to see if they do give birth. I've been feeding these females kind of twice as much than the other ones, because they're pregnant, and I don't want the babies to like give birth and then just instantly die by the mom. So this is what have they been. So what I did in this tank, I brought some pebbles in here, and I got some seashells that I brought from the beach from last time I went to Corpus, and I left them in here, and then I wrapped this plant around the shells, because I didn't have nothing to like kind of lever it, like kind of like anchor it down. So I wrapped it around and just give like the little kind of feeling like a plant was like growing from the rock. So it looks pretty cool overall. And I've been testing the waters for it. So I tested it on the 9th, which today is I believe the 13th. But I will be testing it again on Wednesday to see what the warmer parameters are at. But yeah. And also I have some other plants in here that are propagating at the moment. Some pothos, neon pothos, and the other kind of pothos. I keep forgetting their names, which I always do that to myself. I don't know why. But they're propagating, and hopefully they'll get attached to the tank pretty soon. So, and these are just temporary tanks, just like breeder tanks. So, see if the baby guppies get birth pretty soon, and have little fries running around this little tank. And then what I'm gonna do whenever they do give birth, I'm gonna use this. It's a turkey baker, burker. I don't know what the actual name is called, but I'm gonna grab these babies and then put them, suck them up, have them in here, and then put them in a little bottle, and then take out the mothers. Obviously, take the mothers out, and then put the babies back in. So that's gonna be what's gonna happen when they give birth. I'm gonna use this, And then the tank temperature for this one, I believe it's at a 72. I believe it's a 72 as well, which is really, really good. So, yeah. Every once in a while, I kind of turn the air pump off so they don't get too stressed out from the little currents. So I kind of turn them off every 3-4 hours or so, and turn them back on for another 3-4 hours, and turn it back off for another 3-4, like a 4-hour back and forth kind of thing. But other than that, I try to keep the room kind of warm so the water doesn't get cold, and leave the humidifier on until probably like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then turn it off. But yeah, that's pretty much golden here. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up to let me know that you do enjoy these fish videos. And other than that, guys, oh, by the way, I'm trying to get another, I want to say a 30-gallon tank, but we're gonna go to a flea market. Usually flea markets have really, really good tanks, and I'm for sure gonna see if they have some good tanks, some good stuff that I can use for fish tanks. Obviously they are very safe for them, so I'm excited for that. So I'm gonna post that video up. So I don't know how I'm gonna record it, because there's like, with flea markets it's very crowded, but I always find a way. So if you enjoyed, please give it a big thumbs up. And other than that, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.